Hi replay viewers, welcome. This is a quick scope today because I am making, hey mama dog, I am making a tags out of file folders. So here's the end product. Turn off the echo. Making these tags right now for some Happy Mail using some old Illustrated Faith stamps. So, real simple. Oh, thank you. Ice Fluff Penguin. Cute kitties. What is your name? Just curious. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've just got my Fiskars. Kelly. Nice to meet you, Kelly. And the cats are Felix and Oliver. Oh, so adorable. Hey, Olga. Welcome. I've got a little pup here. This is Mary, M-E-R-R-Y, and she is wanting my attention too. So hopefully she won't be too distracting. Okay, so regular file folder. I've opened it up. I've got it on my paper trimmer, but if you don't have a paper trimmer, that's okay. All you need to do is just cut it right along this main seam here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. Olga, you and I are on Celeste Scopes together a lot, so I get to see you there too. It's a sweet pleasure to have you here today. Thank you. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I don't know if you can tell it, but there's little ridges right there. And we're going to cut those off as well. And I'm just going to toss that. Usually I would save it, but I don't know what I would use that scrap for. Okay, so now I have two pieces of my file folder. And this one right here is what I'm going to start with. It's the bigger piece. It has the actual file thing. And this is an old file folder I've had for actually probably 20 years. And I'm going to make, my tags are about 4 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to start by cutting off a 4-inch strip here. And then I can get one more here. You can get quite a few tags just from one file folder. Then I'm going to take this and I'll put it down here. I think it might be easier to see. 2.5 inch mark. Oh, that's perfectly okay, Olga. So I'm going to put it at the 2.5 and I'm just going to cut it. And I'm just going to keep sliding it down to 2.5 and cutting it. I'm sorry if the camera is jiggly. I do have it to my table, and my work surface is actually an old secretary desk where the table folds down off the desk, so it's not as secure as it could be. All right, so that made 4 out of that one strip, and this one will make another 4. And then I've got this piece right here was the other side of the file folder, and I'm going to have to do it a little bit trickier because I can't get 2 4-inch strips out of it. So I'll cut one 4-inch strip, and oh, I'm so sorry, Olga. So I'll be able to get 4 out of this one. So far I'm up to 12 tags, and then this strip is too narrow to get 4 inches out of. So I'm just going to cut it at the 2.5 inch mark. And then cut at 4 inches. And I'll get 2 here. So in total, we're going to get 14 tags from one file folder. And if you wanted to use this one, this little scrap, it's 3 3/4 inches. You could make one. It's just a smaller tag. And now I'm going to put my cutter away. And you can do this, the next step, a lot of different ways. I love it. You know, and even this right here, I will still use this. I'll just use this and decorate this side of the tag. And And if you are like me and you have old file folders that have gotten a little raggedy, it's a perfect use for them. So the next thing is cutting off the little edges, because, you know, tags usually have that little edge chopped off this side. So you can take a tag that you have and use it as a template, or you can measure off, or however you want. You can measure off, like I've got this mat here, and I could measure off a 1/4 or a 1/2 inch on either side, or a 1/4 inch, however big of a notch you want. I'm just going to take this existing tag, which actually I used a luggage tag that my husband got at a hotel, and I used that as my template. So now I'm just going to take it, and I might take a couple at a time, and take my scissors and just chop off these little corners. And that's as simple as it is. And now I've got tags. And then you can hole punch. I've got this big old crocodile, but you can use a regular hole punch. Let's see if I can find mine. Yeah. You can just use a regular hole punch and go in here and just, I have to eyeball it. And there's a tag. So pretty simple, but just wanted to share that with you guys. If y'all are interested in making tags for yourself, or making tags for Happy Mail, that's been a discussion in a Happy Mail group that I've been on, is what are some things that we can send one another. I love tags because when I'm doing my Bible journaling, I'll show you one that I made and put in. Let's see. Matthew, it was in Matthew, I'm fairly certain. Maybe it was in Luke. There it is. So I made this tag, and I actually just shared it in a round of Happy Mail. And so I can write on the back of it, and it still leaves me room to write back here too on my Bible page. So it's just a little something fun. The tags that I'm working on right now for the next round of Happy Mail, they're not going to have a hole punch in them. Ooh, sorry, I just jiggled you guys really bad. There's just, if I punched it, it would end up making a, going through there. Oh, thank you, Olga. I'll show you. If I were to punch, like this one, I didn't like how it turned out because it kind of smeared with the black. I know, isn't this the cutest little bike stamp? It was something that Illustrated Faith used to sell. Maybe you can get it from By the Well. She has some stuff. Hey, Celeste. I just showed how to make tags, real easy tags out of file folders. So go back and watch it. It doesn't take very long. Thank you, sweetie. But if I were to punch this guy, it would end up punching through the little sentiment there, which I guess you can still read and you know, but I just don't like the way that that looks. So I probably won't be punching these for the next round of Happy Mail. I'll just let them go like they are. And I just think that's just so stinking cute. I love it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you have a wonderful, happy Wednesday. And I know I am. We're going prom dress shopping tonight at a local a place that we have here in DFW where you can go and borrow prom dresses. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. For $20 we can go and borrow the prom dress, shoes and accessories, and then bring it back when we're finished. It is such a blessing. So anyway, you guys have an awesome evening, and I just pray God's blessings on each of you as you finish out your day, as you're making dinner, as you're taking care of your family. I pray his shalom peace over you in Jesus' name. Bye, girls.